Today we're talking about improvisation. You know, man, here at Open Studio, when people who come to us talk about improvisation for the first time, they're usually pretty scared of it. If you're coming from like a classical background or any background of music where improvisation is not the norm, for some reason people are just terrified. And in fact, there's like a really easy, like super clear way to start improvising. It has to do with just kind of like picking some good sounding notes, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
And honestly, just listening and imitating great players.
Right.
We're going to talk about all that today, about the sort of choosing the right notes and then how to listen and imitate in a way that helps you to grow as an improviser.
I think the first step is, take a breath.
Oh, man.
And then think about, like, we're all already improvisers. Every time we speak, we're improvising in our native tongue, right? We have different words in our vocabulary. Maybe we're very verbose, perhaps, but maybe we're just using basic words, but we're telling our story. We're able to emote. We're able to communicate what our feelings are. And it's the same thing at the piano, right?
Yeah. And so what you just played there, and actually what you played in that opening intro, was really an ancient way that people have improvised over many different cultures. It's called the pentatonic scale.
Are you calling me old? Because you're correct, my friend.
Yes and no. It's called the pentatonic scale.
Yes.
You probably have heard it before. It's just C in the key of C. It's C, D, E, G, and A. That's it. 5 notes, pentatonic.
That's your major pentatonic, your basic major pentatonic scale, right? And a lot of people, I was afraid of this when I was younger because of the whole pentagram thing in the 70s.
Terrifying again, scary, yeah.
But it turns out totally unrelated, so it's okay.
But man, we can just start with that scale. So again, C, D, E, G, and A.
Yeah.
Right?
And is that the only pentatonic scale?
There's several different, there's so many different.
It just means
5 notes.
But if someone says pentatonic major scale, this is pretty much what they're going
That's
to.
almost always what they mean. So here's how you might start improvising. We're going to play this chord progression here, which is just C, G, D minor, and A minor. Going down and forth. Very good, Peter. But if we use the pentatonic scale, here's kind of what improvisers might start with. We talked a little bit about this with our blues scale episode that we just did.
Yeah.
But what you don't want to do is this. 2, 3, 4. Treat it like a scale. There's nothing wrong with this, like just running it up and down. But this is not what great improvisers are doing, just like a continuous run of the scale. You might hear this on some right?
But even that, you're mixing it up rhythmically already, right?
Well, that's the first thing that we want to talk about is how to mix it up rhythmically, how to get your rhythmic vocabulary together so that you can really choose any notes, not just the pentatonic scale, but any notes and sound great.
Could you do that even if you were just going up, like, by changing up the rhythms?
Oh, yeah.
Just going, okay, I got you. 3, 4.
Just going up and down the scale, not repeating any notes or skipping notes. But you can make whole melodies off of this. Let me do it one more time and then you try it. You try. So right there, just some easy rhythms that you can do, not even like repeating a note or skipping a note, but that's really just like tells a little bit of the picture. If we just consider that we can use these 5 notes in any octave and in any combination, right? All of a sudden, we're going to start to develop a bit of our own rhythmic language and our own rhythmic vocabulary. But really, a lot of this comes from the music you've listened to your entire life. And you can do this very directly. So one of the first things that we want to work on, especially that we teach here at Open Studio with beginner improvisers, is like listening and imitating great players. So let's do some trading here, Peter, between you and me. And I want you to go first, and then I'm going to listen and imitate. Now, here's what that doesn't mean. I'm not going to try to play exactly what you're playing. Right? I mean, I wouldn't be able to. I have a pretty good ear. I don't have that good of ear where I can play exactly what you're playing. What I want to do though is like, it's like an impression, like a celebrity impression, right? You're not going to just sound exactly like Jeff Goldblum, but you maybe could get close with just like
at the piano or
either way, I know. But you might get close just by like honing in on a few of the key things. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to. It's like, what are the big moves that Peter's playing here rhythmically and then with the direction of the melody? This can go like a long way with being a good improviser.
Okay.
Let's try it. 3, 4. Let me try.
And then I got a little something back at you.
Right there. I mean, that is like communication between the two of us where we're mimicking off each other and we're starting to spiral. This is also something really great to do socially. You can do with friends. You can do with other musicians. You can do anytime you play with anybody else. It's an opportunity for you to listen to their language, to their personal dialect and pick things up and see if you, again, can be a great mimic. Some of the best artists of all times are incredible mimics of other
Some of the great artists of all time are incredible mimics.
Well said.
So you mentioned before this idea. So we've got the pentatonic, right?
Yeah.
Skipping notes. So if we come down.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And you can do this going up, but I think it's easier to learn it and to practice it, to hear it and to imitate it coming down. So we just skip one note. We're skipping over the A. And then we go up one note, catch the A. Then we skip the one we just played, the G. So we go down to E. And that's the pattern.
So important. Let's do a little
cascades down.
Let's do a little
nicely.
trading between me and you, just real quick of that.
Okay.
2, 3. That's good.
And then you can kind of,
skipping all around there. Yeah.
because it gives you different intervals, thirds, fourths, seconds.
So good, man.
Yeah.
So to wrap it up here,
Yep.
that pentatonic scale, those 5 notes, they can get you so far.
Yeah.
And then don't just run the scale up and down. Work on things like skipping, repeating notes, but most importantly, listen to great players and see if you can imitate what they're doing. Even if they're not playing just the pentatonic scale, which, by the way, a lot of great improvisers are using a lot of pentatonic scales.
Yeah.
But even if they're not, just imitate the broad strokes. Don't forget about the Jeff Goldblum impression, where you're just getting a couple of things from them and you're miming that. Les Peter's miming me right now. Peter, why don't we do a little bit of trading with our viewers here?
Okay.
So you'll start and then it's your turn. And I want you to listen to what Peter does, and you're going to trade with Peter Martin here on this C major pentatonic scale. Again, see if you can not get exactly what you maybe won't be able to get exactly what he's playing, but just some of those big movements.
Okay.
2, 3.
Extending it just a little bit. Very simple.
Your turn.
Now check it out. Which way do I go? You got it. Why don't you give him something, Adam? I hear you, Keith.
Again, the pentatonic scale. Listen and imitate. Till next time.
Happy practicing.